One day Arsenal are going to get back to the top. I don't know when, I don't know how, but one day it'll happen. But what about by 2025? Well, I can't say into the future, but let's take a look at what our Football Manager 2020 simulation predicted for the Gunners. But before we start, please hit the subscribe button and the bell if you're new to Elecspo, and make sure you never miss a video. And if you're lucky, you could be our 20,000 subscriber. Sadly, Mikel Arteta wasn't the man to bring success back to the Emirates, although he did get his hands on a trophy. Under Arteta, the Gunners lifted the 2021 League Cup, but that was the Spaniard's only honour before he was given the boot. In May 2023, following a 6th place finish in the Premier League, Mikel Arteta was sacked after almost 4 years in the job. And in his place was another youngish manager, the Portuguese gaffer Bruno Lage, who arrived from Benfica. His first season was a mixed bag, as like Arteta he could only finish 6th in the league. However, they've crept into the Champions League via the back door, winning the 2024 Europa League. And the following season, Arsenal were able to finish 4th, although he ended the campaign with a 3-2 defeat away to Bournemouth. Let's have a look at who started for the Gunners and who else is in their squad. In goal was Bernd Leno. There's been no change in between the sticks at the Emirates, with Bernd Leno basically the immovable object. During the simulation he's missed just 5 Premier League games, and in the ones he's played he's been great. Leno has been a picture of consistency, with his season averages ranging from 6.95 to 7.06. That consistency is exactly what you want from a goalkeeper, and ironically, it's not quite what we normally get from the German. Right back was Danilo. Despite being in the latter years of his career, 33-year-old Danilo started in Arsenal's final game of the season, just his 5th Premier League appearance of the season. The Brazilian arrived in the summer of 2024 on a free from Juventus, and his 5 appearances in Arsenal shirt haven't been too good. The usual right back is Hector Bellerin, and he's actually the captain now at the Emirates. He's been pretty good down the right of defence, hitting the potential he was touted to have all those years ago. Centre back was Edson Alvarez. The first big money signing of this team, Arsenal spent £65 million to sign Edson Alvarez from PSG, having only moved to Paris the year prior for £36 million. So Arsenal kind of dropped the financial ball a bit there, but he had a strong first season in red with an average rating of 7.09. Alvarez can also play in midfield, which makes him a valuable member of the squad despite costing a small fortune. He was alongside Angel Herranz. The first of a few regens in this 11, Angel Herranz is a 20-year-old Spanish centre-back who already has 24 caps for his country despite being so young. Herranz clearly has a long way to go in the game, and that's why Arsenal bought him from Real Madrid for £31 million in 2023. And despite being so young, Herranz has played a lot of football and done alright considering his age. Another option Arsenal have at the back is Mason Holgate, although he's currently on the transfer list with an asking price of just £12 million. Left back was Jamal Lewis. The Northern Irish international is another new face at the Emirates, and he's a player who is destined for much bigger things than Norwich, with all due respect to the Canaries. Lewis would join Arsenal in 2023, costing a modest £34 million, and his first 2 seasons at Arsenal have been mixed. His debut year was impressive, but he wasn't quite as good second time round. And he also hasn't played too much, so for the life of me I've got no idea who actually has been Arsenal's left back. Maybe they've got the ghost of Nacho Monreal roaming down the flank. On the right wing was Christian Pulisic. After a brief year away in Ukraine, Christian Pulisic is once again playing his football in London, but for Arsenal instead of Chelsea. The Blues subbed the Shakhtar for £22.5 million in 2023, despite being alright in a Chelsea shirt. Then a year later Arsenal brought him back to the Premier League for £29.5 million. His debut season at the Emirates was impressive, boasting 7 assists in 28 games, which is his best tally of the simulation. One Arsenal man whose career has gone awry is Nicolas Pepe, who for some reason has been sent out on loan to take Pulisic's place at Shakhtar. Pepe seems to be unwanted since the new manager came in, which is all just a little bit sad, isn't it? Poor Pepe. Centre midfield was Gregory Joseph. Another regen in the starting 11, Gregory Joseph is just 21 years old, but made 25 appearances in the 24-25 season, though his averages suggest he was far from impressive. Obviously he isn't a finished article yet, but he'll need to do a lot better in the future, with Arsenal boasting Yuri Tielemans on the bench. The Belgian midfielder has been exceptional since his £54 million arrival from Leicester, getting assists aplenty from the centre of the park. Gregory Joseph alongside Joe Willock. Right, look at Joe Willock's averages and tell me why he's still playing for Arsenal. Willock has been far from impressive in a red shirt, begging the question, why is he still there? Arsenal do have other options though. Marcelo Brozovic is the experienced veteran and he cost a huge £72 million in 2020 from Inter Milan. He's been great though and much better than Willock, that's for sure. On the left was Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli is going to be a big player for Arsenal in the future, and on Football Manager 2025 he's starting most weeks. Capable of playing on the left or as a striker, Martinelli has just enjoyed his best season ever, getting 9 goals and 7 assists to prove that he can most certainly do it all from out wide. Up front was Mason Greenwood. This guy is one of Arsenal's main men in attack, and I don't really understand why Man United let him go. Arsenal paid £62 million for Greenwood, which is obviously a lot of money, but in terms of what they got, it's a bargain. Greenwood has been great for the Gunners, scoring 17 and 35 in his first season, then 14 and 25 in his second, including 2 goals in the final day defeat to Bournemouth. If Arsenal do get back to the top soon, Greenwood is going to play a big part, that's for sure. And he was alongside Palmi, Raff and Ajolson. This 17-year-old Icelandic striker made his Premier League debut in this game, and with an average rating of 6.7, it could have gone better, but certainly could have gone a lot worse. But if this was his debut, that means Arsenal have someone else leading the line, and his name is Memphis Depay. The Dutchman has just completed his first season at Arsenal, costing a rather cheap £32.5 million from Barcelona. And what a signing he's been, scoring 18 goals, getting 8 assists and 8 Man of the Match awards in his first season. Those are some big numbers, and Depay is a big reason why Arsenal are back in the Champions League and hopefully on the up. So that's Arsenal in 2025 according to our Football Manager 2020 simulation. Let us know what you think in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Elecspo, and until next time, we'll see you around.